Good morning this morning. It's morning where I am, so bear with me. How are you doing today? Is your day just starting? Is it about midday? Is it evening? Whatever time it is, I hope you're doing well. I hope everything is going very well for you. And I believe with you that things are going to get better. So, my name is Deshala Shoson. I'm a family life practitioner and I'm a peak performance coach. And I want to talk to you again about beliefs this morning. And it's very important for me, that you understand the impact your beliefs have on your actions and therefore your results. Remember, we started this from discussing the triangle of life: results, beliefs, actions, right? So, your beliefs are critical to your results and they're critical to your day-to-day actions. And like I said, your day-to-day beliefs, your thoughts, they are important, right? Those ones you're conscious of. But those ones that you don't even think about, that are default, right? That are default settings, it's important that you evaluate them and you make better, you think differently. Okay, so today I want to talk about your personality. You're conditioned by your personality type, especially if you don't approach things from a position of self development and growth. Okay, so say your personality is a little bit rough around the edges, you say things like you mean it, you is the way you see it that you say it, you're not diplomatic, you don't know how to sugarcoat things. Now, that is your default setting. I'm not going to presume to say that I know your personality type because my my job as a family life practitioner is to assess you first before I make that pronouncement. Okay, so I'm not going to say that I know your personality type, so I'm suggesting, say, if this is the kind of person that you are, then you're conditioned because of that default personality type to think a certain way. But how you can mitigate this so that it can serve you, because if you continue running through life like that, this is the way I am, I'm not going to change it for anybody, that's not a growth mindset. You want to embrace a growth mindset as an adult, as an individual who is on a journey to becoming better, to becoming more aware of themselves. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to become more like yourself, the way you were intended to be, the wholesome person before that conditioning that I talked about in the previous video. Remember, we talked about significant emotional experiences, we talked about environment, we talked about upbringing. Now, those three things condition you, whether you like it or yes. Okay, so like I said yesterday, you need to question where those thoughts, where those beliefs come from. Is it because you have been told that this is the way it's supposed to be, right? Now, we're talking about your personality. If your personality, like I said, is a little bit rough around the edges, you need to learn diplomacy. You can't stay in that place and say, this is who I am, this is how I see myself. People just have to take it like that. You can't stay there because you're not growing. It means you're not changing, it means you're not evolving. And biologists will tell you when you're not growing, you're dying. So you have to choose life. We talked about the power of decisions as well. You have to choose life. And when you're choosing life, then you're choosing growth. You're choosing getting better. You're choosing becoming yourself, your intended original self prior to the conditioning, right? So if you have a belief because of your personality, something like you believe that a particular gender is superior to another. Now, if you get a job, hello, Miss Lawrence, thank you for joining this morning. If you get a job that puts, if you believe men are superior to women, which is a common belief system, right? If you believe that and you get a job that puts a woman as your superior, that places a woman in a supervisory role above you, then you're going to struggle. Why? Because of what you believe. Because that belief is somewhere in your subconscious. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And in that subconscious, something is telling you that something is not right, right? Because of your belief. But when you interrogate that belief and you ask yourself, where did it come from? Who told me this? Is this true? Is this based in fact? When you can't convince yourself that something is supposed to be a certain way, then you do something about it and you change it. intentionally change it. If you have to study, if you have to, in fact, you have the power, you have enough strength, you are designed to be that efficient as a human being to be able to decide what you're thinking about per time. And when you focus on those thoughts, they form your belief system, right? So when you have evaluated and you have concluded with yourself that this belief is not helping me, it's not serving me, at this job I'm not functioning at my best because I'm seeing my boss in a way that I'm not supposed to see that person, then you can remove those beliefs and you can change it. And like I was saying about your personality earlier, you can't stay in one place and say, this is how I am, and therefore people have to take me like that. You have to exist around people. People have to tolerate you. Make it easier for them at the very at the very least. Make it easier for them to be able to be around you. Grow, evolve, change, become better, become more of yourself prior to your conditioning, right? If it is not serving you, then it is not empowering you, and you want to consciously put yourself in a position where you are empowered. Your people around you are good with you, you are good around people, you're able to see the best in people. Because if the first thing that occurs to you when you hear somebody doing well is, I wonder what was wrong in that person's life, there's something wrong with that way of thinking. It's not the ideal way of thinking. You're not supposed to look for things that are not working in people's lives. What's wrong with wishing people well, right? It's an odd way of thinking, and it is conditioning. It is something that you'll probably be exposed to as a child. People around you have talked about people in a certain way, and you have started seeing human beings in a certain way, but you can change it. Again, if it's not serving you, if it's not empowering you, it is limiting you. So grow, evolve, become. When you stop to grow, you start to die. So choose life. Okay? Choose life. That is my encouragement to you today, right? Interrogate your beliefs, decide, become better, develop yourself, right? All right. I hope somebody has been helped today. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Miss Lawrence, for joining me. I appreciate your coming on this live with me this morning. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And as you go through your day, remember, evolve, choose your beliefs, determine what serves you. If it does not serve you, lose it and let it go. All right. Bye-bye.